lights go red, the crowd gets loud, boots hit hard, and we stand proud. From the mat to the microphone, this is the house that grit has grown. Old school stories, new school flame, every era in the game. From pile drivers to five-star fights, we're breaking it down every night. Nailed down. Whoa, round table, let it roll. Pedigree running through your soul. Clap your hands, stomp the ground, turn it up, we're ringside bound. Whoa, hear that sound. Wrestling pedigree, we're going round.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and please do not adjust your sets. The temporary host of Wrestling Roundtable, I am. Welcome to Wrestling Roundtable, very nice and very evil show, which already Justin loves it. I'm
Nope, fuck off.
I'm your temporary host tonight, Matty. With me, I have two esteemed GMs. One is the last real general manager, and the other one is, well, the other one's probably
Boston prick.
Boston Prick. And he admits it. So,
It's in the intro if nobody's seen it yet.
right next to me, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you. Is it temporary GM of Mayhem? The interim?
Well, since Ian's not doing it, I'm just GM, I guess.
The GM of Mayhem, the forever Boston Sports owner and host sometimes. Our base is loaded. I give you Justin Marcesini. How are you, sir?
Fuck Danhausen, but I'm good.
Wow. You Boston prick. And look at that. Already getting cursed. Below me, but he doesn't want me on top. It's the last real general manager of MWL. My co-host of Wrestling Pedigree. He's not been the same. All bouncy has Javon Evans, or has people were saying last night, Javon Williams. Steve Aikens, how are you, sir?
Oh man, it's been a week. Last night was a great show. I'm excited to talk about it.
Absolutely. You know what? Let's kick off tonight with just this. Just give it a little bit of spoilers. Ladies and gentlemen, that was on my Instagram this morning. Steve, let's kick the things up. I want to ask you something. We kicked off with the Elimination Chamber for the women. Were you surprised of their lineup, what they did, like how they kicked off with Tiffany and Kiana James?
I was, but I remember the stuff that they were doing in NXT. They always put on great matches with each other. So I was so excited to see them start it off.
Oh yeah, it was. I've been really impressed with Kiana James recently. The way she's been going on is unbelievable. Justin, what was your take on the start off between Kiana and Tiffany, and your thoughts on Raquel Rodriguez's performance?
First of all, why couldn't I get the point that they were trying to do with Rhea dropping the title, so she's gonna have more motive. I'm sorry. I won't lie. I won't lie. I know heel versus heel can't happen in WWE, but I was so rooting for Raquel Rodriguez to win this Elimination Chamber match last night. But no,
Go ahead.
But no, they had to do something stupid by saying like, well, they are no longer tag team champions. Let's give her the advantage. first of all, Tiffany and Keon James, great start. I'm so glad it wasn't Charlotte inside there because she would have ruined this whole entire thing. Raquel Rodriguez, like I said, I thought she was gonna win this, but she destroyed the plexiglass last night with the manhandle slam or something like through or the run through.
The running power slam.
Yeah, that.
It was really, really good. It was I agree with you on that. Raquel Rodriguez could have won it, and it would have been interesting with the Judgment Day. But Steve, with Raquel's performance on there and that running power slam, and are you surprised with the double pin that she did?
No, not at all. But I thought it was great. I was talking to Ian while the match was going on, and I'm like, Raquel has to win this. And he goes, but that wouldn't make any sense. And I kind of fantasy booked, which,
As you do.
as you know, I love doing. I thought it would have been right for Raquel to win, and then Raquel to win at Mania, but Liv lose at Mania. That causes friction between the two of them, and that breaks up the Judgment Day.
Wow.
Now that's what I would have done if I was Papa H.
Papa H.
Papa H. Oh my God, we got a new nickname for him.
I have something interesting now that Raquel didn't win. Steve, let me know what you think of this, okay?
Okay.
We all know that at WrestleMania, Liv is facing Stephanie Valkyrie for the Women's Championship. What if the Judgment Day breaks up at WrestleMania by Raquel costing Liv the Women's Championship at WrestleMania?
Ooh.
I think that's another really good way to go. I could also see potentially Raquel winning that Women's Championship before Mania.
Mm.
Well, kind of what they did last year with Io winning it and it turned into a three-way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's cool. That's not bad booking because you two GMs are just it's like you do.
It's almost
this
like we know what we're doing.
I know. And I'm quite surprised with Justin. Justin, are you quite surprised of how Alexa Bliss got eliminated?
You mean by Oscar spearing her with the mist?
Yeah.
No.
Is there anywhere else? Is there anything that? Where do you see Bliss, and especially Flair, where she ain't eating ice creams? Where'd they go after this?
Honestly, I think Alexa and Charlotte should break up, and Alexa should go back to singles comparator.
Wow. Wouldn't they be needed for the tag team titles? For the tag team division?
No, because if you see how Charlotte and Alexa Bliss has been doing, Charlotte is a 14-time women's champion, and Alexa does a lot better single than she does in a tag team.
I agree. Steve, what do you think of the Oscar losing? Where do you see her and Kelly going after WrestleMania, after Elimination Chamber? That's how she says it. She goes, fucking Kelly.
I definitely see them splitting up. I see
really?
the Kabuki Warriors being no more.
Is
Like
that what-
especially with how abusive she is towards Kyrie. I see Kyrie just losing it one day. And eventually I think she's gonna end up siding with somebody like Io. Io is gonna pull her out of the Kabuki Warriors.
Oh, that's one hell of a thing. Sticking on this one, Steve, where do you think, as we're going on Elimination Chamber, Julia didn't qualify, Io didn't qualify. Do you see these two face each other at WrestleMania for the US title?
I think that would be a really fun match to see.
I bet Joshi.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that match at all.
It will be a banger. Justin, your take on the finish where you had Raquel, Tiffany, and Rhea final three, the eliminations. Were you surprised Rhea won, or did you want
Ye-
Tiffany?
I had a feeling it was going to be Rhea because they dropped the women's tag team titles on Friday. But like I said, I really wanted Raquel Rodriguez to win this. So it was right there. Raquel had it right there. But they were like, Triple H was probably in the back on the Unreal set, probably like, hey, Raquel, just letting you know, Rhea lost the tag team title, so you're losing tonight. Like, and I can already tell Raquel was like, fuck you, Triple H.
A lot of people said that last night, which is probably what happened. Steve, same question to you, but where do you see how? I'll try to rephrase this. Do you think the storyline between Rhea and Jade will be better than Liv versus Stephanie?
I don't think so. I think really it's going to end up with them trying to see who's stronger. Jade is very well known for her power and her athleticism. Rhea, very much the same. I'm not gonna lie, I hate this match.
Wow.
I hate this matchup with a passion.
Oh, is that because of the same styles?
I really think it's gonna end up being a boring match.
So it'll be just.
I mean, I do understand you had to get somebody in there that could lead Jade to a good match, but I mean, I don't like the match. I just don't like it.
You know what's interesting? The nights 1 and 2 for the first hour, they're airing that on ESPN television.
Yeah. Why is that? Is there like a thing for ES? Is that free? So if you're on ESPN,
It's free. It's free if you have the ESPN channel. Yes, for the first hour, and then it goes and it goes onto the ESPN Unlimited app, which you have to pay for.
If they're doing that, ain't it worth just going on VPN and just fucking do it Netflix International?
Apparently not, because they're telling this as an early start time in Las Vegas.
Yes, you half past two.
Half past 2. Yep.
So it'll be 10:30 in the UK, which I fucking love. So obviously Rhea wins that, and it was for me it was a really good match. Great spots. The only thing is, it wasn't telling a story. It was literally right. So you hit your spot, then I hit my spot, and then Tiffany hits her spot, and then Oscar does her miss. It's that kind of match. That makes sense.
Yep.
And it did tell the story where it did in the men's, in my opinion. Let's go on to another women's match they did straight after. Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch, the man, the what I was gonna say, the social media destroyer versus AJ Lee. Steve, were you concerned of AJ Lee's ring rust into this match?
I was. AJ has only had one match since she came back. I get why they put her into an Intercontinental match. Like, it makes sense storyline-wise. I was really, really concerned about her ring rust, but she really didn't show it, though.
I agree. Staying out with that, Steve, I'll ask the same question to Justin for this. What your opinion on Jessica Carr and Becky Lynch, I would say, rivalry, Steve?
I think it's kind of brilliant. Especially when you look like deeper into the microscope and Jessica Carr's training.
Yeah, she's on the roll.
And she's gonna be ready to go probably pretty soon. I can't wait to see her strike back at Becky and for that to become a match.
Well, Justin, same question to you.
Why in MWO did I pick Becky Lynch? I should have known that it was gonna be AJ once I saw Jessica Carr in the background. Like, yep, she's fucked.
If it helps for our podcast predictions, a certain someone that said I will do it this time pick Becky.
Oh yeah, that was me.
No, it's Steve for the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Steve picked Becky. See,
Well,
everybody.
It will be interesting to see how the results come out between me and Sean in Boston because
Somebody already knows it.
I do want to say that even though AJ has had technically 2 matches, both tag matches, one in the War Games, and tapped out Becky Lynch twice up until last night, now 3 times. I agree with Steve. The ring rust, she didn't show it, but I was concerned about her because every time she went down, she was holding her neck.
Yeah,
and this was her first one-on-one match in over a decade, so she's not going to hold that title for a very long time. I can tell you that right now.
Steve, how did you find the match? Because I love whenever Jessica and Becky are in this match. I love seeing what they do. But to add someone like AJ Lee into it, I thought this match was one of the better matches of the night. Did you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was a really good match between the two of them.
Justin, you said this off camera, but you wasn't happy with AJ Lee win.
No, because now I know there's going to be a rematch between those two, and we already know what. And I really hope that if there is a rematch, and if AJ does keep it, or if we get like a fatal 4-way, like you mentioned with Maxine and Matty, then I kind of hope that at the end of this, Becky and AJ Lee will go their separate ways and not worry about each other anymore. Because I already know a certain Max man is not finished with the certain title that he never lost.
Exactly. It was a good win. It was a very good win. Steve, where do you think this will be a rematch then for WrestleMania? Like what?
Oh yeah, that's exactly where I think it's going to happen as Mania.
Do you think there'll be a stipulation? Because you can't just have the same match again.
Yeah, I just don't know what the stipulation would be. But I see it involving Jessica Carr.
Do you think it'd be a 3-way? That'd be a good match. It was a 3-way. She just add Jessica into it.
No. I think potentially, though, Jessica could cost Becky the match.
True. But with Steven said here, I'm hoping AJ Lee never faces Becky Lynch, hoping like Charlotte or possibly Blair or Tiffany. I mean, with the WWE title, women's title occupied now, Intercontinental titles and US titles are now going to be up for grabs for this WrestleMania, right? Steve?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was a good win. I really enjoyed.
I have a stipulation in mind.
Oh no!
If this
is it someone on the poll?
If this is AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch Part 4,
yes.
How about an I Quit match?
Ooh,
that wouldn't be bad.
I won't be bad.
Or maybe like a last woman standing.
Yeah,
yes.
and Triple H, and then Adam Pearce adds in like, if this is also going to be added. If Becky Lynch loses, she can never challenge for the title as long as AJ Lee is champion.
Yeah, I'm not doing something stupid like Hangman Page did.
Cody Rhodes 2.0.
It was a good match, and I agree they got to do a stipulation if they're doing a rematch at WrestleMania. let's get into it. CM Punk versus Finn Balor. Justin, this match started out the entrance, the Chicago Dynasty. What did you think of CM Punk's classic entrance?
As everyone knows, I'm a sports nerd. So,
Are you really?
So and I know you guys are wrestling nerds, and I'm just a sports nerd. But when the lights went out for CM Punk's entrance, I kind of had a feeling it was going to be the Chicago Bulls Dynasty era entrance because, I mean, come on, look at where they were emanating from.
United Center.
I do want to say that it is a nice touch for both AJ Lee and CM Punk. It was a nice touch that they had Larry imprinted on their gear in some shape or way. Yeah, rest in peace, Larry. And that Chicago Bull, that entrance was great, and then it kind of went downhill with Cult of Personality. So,
Steve, what was your thoughts on the Dynasty coming out?
I mean, we talked about this on Wrestling Pedigree. I thought it was absolutely brilliant of them to do. Absolutely brilliant.
Did it bring back chills from '97?
It brought back a lot of chills from the Dynasty era.
I'll stick with you, Steve, on this one. What did you think of the match, and did you think it was lackluster from Belfast before, if you did watch?
I mean, I thought it was still a great match. I mean, you can't go wrong with Finn Balor. You can't go wrong with CM Punk. I don't think it quite lived up to Belfast.
Yeah.
But still, I think it could probably go toe-to-toe with just about any match in recent history.
I agree. And I think the crowd made it crap last night. I don't think they were on form at all. They were not loud. They were not interested. They were lackluster.
the crowd. Besides Rhea Ripley's entry, AJ's entrance, and CM Punk's entrance, they were just dead.
They were dead in water. Brittany put on some. I was really hoping for some cracks in the Judgment Day because I love Balor. I do, but he needs something. Dom is a huge star, and I would love a big angle in Balor's loss after the match, but there's always tomorrow night on Raw. I agree. I think there's going to be some cracks in the Judgment Day from Monday because I think after this pay-per-view, they need to do something for Mania to get everybody hooked in because they're 18% down from their ticket sales.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Dominic is defending the title against Penta tomorrow, correct?
Miara, yes.
Okay, hear me out.
No.
The way that Finn Balor was talking to Dominic last week about he needs help by keeping the title. I think Finn Balor in some shape or way is going to cost Dominic Mysterio the Intercontinental Championship.
Wow. I would love that. I just think Judgment Day just needs to go now. I mean, we got enough. We got the Cursed Vision. Now you got Judgment Day. Yeah, they just need to go.
I think it could either go that way where Balor costs him the match, or I think it ends up being Balor versus Mysterio at Mania.
Oh, it's got to be Mania, surely. Steve, do you think we've seen a face Balor now after shaking hands with Punk last night after the match?
I think we've definitely seen shades of it, especially with him coming back out to his Prince theme. I love Finn Balor. I absolutely love Finn Balor. He is one of the best in the ring in probably the past 20 years. I love watching him. I wish I had an 8-pack like he does, but I like my carbs.
I wish I had a 2-pack.
Yeah.
Don't worry about 8.
Them making him the first ever Universal Champion, I think that was a good move. Since then, they've kind of let him just wallow in the mid card.
Yeah.
Which I hate. It's time to do something with Balor. Give him that Intercontinental Championship. Let him run with it. Break him away from Judgment Day. Break Judgment Day up altogether.
Exactly.
Let's get back to the wrestling that we love.
Exactly. I mean, they've been together since 2022, basically the start of Judgment Day with Edge, Rhea, and Damian. And then look where it is now, which is really good. But factions that long does tend to get stale.
Yep.
So hopefully they listen to the fans for once. Justin, I want to quickly go on you. I know you're not going to watch this match, but Punk versus Roman, are you looking excited for it? And do you think it was the right choice for Punk going over Finn last night?
Man. Look, I'm gonna say this as nicely because I don't want rods to jump down my throat. I think Balor should have won it in his home country the first time around.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if we remember the last time Balor held a world championship, it was for one day, 24 hours, and he had to relinquish it because of injury.
Yeah.
And it was 10 years to the date that Balor won his first world title.
Yeah.
The fact that he lost it, and the fact that he got a rematch in Punk's hometown of Chicago, pretty much told me right there, they are not having the Chicago boy lose in his hometown to Finn Balor. So no, I don't think it was the right decision because I honestly think this should have happened a couple weeks ago in Ireland.
I would
Roman Reigns versus CM Punk to me, however, I don't see CM Punk losing it to Roman Reigns. I think CM Punk beats Roman Reigns, but by disqualification.
Oh, not a smash finish. Oh, fucking hell. Just for that, just because I know Justin loves him very much, we'll just put this picture back up there, ladies and gentlemen. What Punk put on his Instagram yesterday. Oh dear. Steve. Roman put this on his Twitter. Not sure who looked more tired, the crowd or the champion. Enjoy this final month of relevancy. Are you looking forward to the OTC one versus the best in the world, CM Punk?
I'm not, because I don't know who to pick.
Ooh.
Like I love my tribal chief. But everybody that knows me knows how much of a Punk mark I am.
Oh yeah.
So that's really the only reason I'm not looking forward to it. Is I don't know who to cheer for. I don't know whether I want to stay faithful to my OTC or whether I want to stay faithful to CM Punk.
Do you think it's worthy of? I know this is a stupid question, but do you think it's worthy of a main event on night 2?
Oh, not even a fucking question, Matty. Not even a question.
I only ask because some people, some wankers on the internet are saying, "Oh, that shouldn't be the main event. They should do this. They should that." These two are the biggest money, like box office. I mean, these two are zebras.
Yeah, zebras.
So, by God, we need them at WrestleMania.
Which, by the way, Zootopia 2 premieres on Disney Plus this month.
What a plug! LOB. Oh, that's a great plug. Just in that case, now Disney owes us money. It was an average match, but I think the Belfast match was better. But yeah, it was good.
It was definitely better because that crowd was just dead.
It was dead. I don't know why it was dead. I don't know if the real world issues going on made it dead, but they just didn't turn up. I mean, I could guarantee you now, when it's in Indianapolis on Monday,
Tomorrow night, yep.
I guarantee you it's gonna blow up, and the fans are gonna yell and they're gonna cheer and they're.
Oh yeah, because it's been announced from Adam Pearce. CM Punk and Roman Reigns are going face to face in it tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, Brittany put my issue with the match is when Punk faced John, which I always say is John Moxley. You believe they didn't like each other. Rollins, it was very clear he doesn't like Punk. Punk and Roman, it's just no bad blood from what I remember. Nothing happened between the two that really made me like, oh shit. But it's clear that Roman needs this because he's been on such a losing streak lately. That is true. He lost the bloodline and he lost it all. The streak he was on, the all of the crowd. As much as I like Punk, I would love to see Roman light up again. He has been a bit on the loser streak though.
Apparently, yeah.
Steve, I mean, War Games he's lost.
Mm-hmm.
No,
my thing.
War Games they won.
Yeah.
Oh, they won. Oh no, I thought they lost.
Yeah.
No, War Games they won. Royal Rumble he won.
No, War Games they lost because the Masked Man came in and hit Punk.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, then yeah, Division won that.
Division 1. He lost in Perth.
Perth, yep. He won the Royal Rumble.
He won the Royal. Yeah. He won the Royal Rumble.
I mean, my thing with Roman is he's looking more towards Hollywood now.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much longer we have with Roman. I don't know if he would be a champion that's there all the time. So I don't think he's going to walk out of Mania with the title.
Do you think we got The Rock 2003 with us now, as in Roman?
Yeah, I think he's going very, very part-time now.
She's right.
She is right. Indy, where the Shield was born, so for sure, if they're going to do anything, it's going to be there. Oh, yes.
She's right.
Watch Roman come out in a fucking Shield. Like Seth Rollins did a couple years ago. That would be fucking epic. All right, let's get into the main event. Well, no, let's not get into the main event because I don't want to get cursed.
I know where you're going with this.
There was a crate for the past couple of weeks where even Johnny Gargano was on top of it, asleep, depressed. And you even had R-Truth on Friday Night SmackDown doing his ESPN gimmick right next to it. I'm going to go with Steve on this first. How, in my opinion, how awesome was it to see that bastard Danhausen show up on WWE TV?
Now, I do love that Danhausen. He's one of the greatest things to happen to wrestling in the past few years. Just that gimmick is everything. However, I think WWE really, really dropped the ball with this reveal. This to me was on par with the gobbledygooker.
There's a lot of comparisons to that online.
Yeah. There's so much more they could have done with this. I hated this. I love that Danhausen. I love that he's in WWE. I hated this whole crate thing.
How would you book him? How would you get him to debut then? If it was down to you.
You know, I really think AEW kind of did it the best, where they pulled him out from under the ring. It was a complete surprise, something that nobody was expecting. With this, a lot of people were talking about it. Oh, yeah, I think it's going to be Danhausen. Especially where the day before and the day before that, he was posting memes about, freedom.
Yeah.
Kind of alluding to the fact that he was released from his contract and he's free to sign somewhere else. With his relationship with Pepsi Phil, I knew that it was him coming in. I absolutely knew it. And when that crate showed up, I went, son of a bitch. This is how they're going to do it.
I want to ask you something. I'll ask you, Steve, because I know what Justin's reaction would be like. Were you surprised that the Chicago crowd, Steve, booed him at the end?
I was surprised because of his relationship with CM Punk. Yeah. And, he is generally pretty big in Chicago. Especially like Pro Wrestling Tees. He is all over Pro Wrestling Tees. He's there all the time. And the Chicago fans know him. It surprised me how much they booed him.
Yeah.
Like,
he's just not happy with that debut.
I fucking hated it.
Is it up there with the Shockmaster also?
No, because
do you think the Jim Cornette thing is saying anything that comes out of a box is over and fucking died that night?
Yeah, I really think it did.
I'm looking forward to this question. Justin, are you happy that Danhausen is in WWE?
No.
What did you think when he came out of crate, and how happy were you to see millions of women that dress as Danhausen?
Yeah, one of it being his wife.
Yes, I think it's her on the right.
Yep.
That's so cool though to be on WTV and then bring it up.
The comment that got me disgusted was when Michael Cole was like, "Did Danhausen really just give me teeth?"
It's so brilliant.
And the fact that if I was there, I don't know. Danhausen didn't really do it for me in AEW when I watched. He's not doing it for me now, even though he's been in WWE for technically 24 hours. No.
Well, no.
Justin, I will say watch his independent stuff.
Yeah. Go
onto YouTube, watch Danhausen's independent. He can actually wrestle. He's not just a gimmick.
No. I know. I don't hate Danhausen. I really don't. I don't hate him. I'm saying this as nicely because we got Brittany in the chat and I don't want to disrespect her. So I don't hate Danhausen. I really don't. I actually like Danhausen as a person. I just hated how WWE did this.
Yeah.
I really do. I hated that they had the crate go to Raw, to SmackDown, back to Raw, to the United Center. And then all of a sudden it was obvious that it was going to be Danhausen because of what Steve said. Freedom. Contract gone from AEW. He could sign with anybody, including the WWE. So, do I think Danhausen's going to have a great time in WWE? Yeah, if Triple H books him right. But I just hated the way that WWE did this in Chicago after a match that after the crowd's been so dead lately. And shut up, Ian.
Now, I will say
I hate it.
I think the biggest reason WWE signed him, aside from his friendship with Punk, is he is a merch machine.
Yes.
I mean, think of all the money they're going to make off of Danhausen masks. And he can literally make a shirt every single week. Which, if you go to his Pro Wrestling Tees store, he has hundreds of shirts.
Mm-hmm. We will be up there soon if you go to Wrestling Pedigree merch shop.
And I do agree. And can we pull up Brittany's comment for a second?
Brittany put, I hated it for him. I love Danhausen, but this was never going to be a positive reaction. A lot don't understand the character. That hit, and everyone is desperate for Jericho. That's absolutely true. But realistically, why on earth would they stick Jericho in a fucking box? She did put fucking, I did. I also take in consideration that it will be a casual crowd. The diehard fans go to the big four. So maybe if it was on another pay-per-view, it would have been better. I think if this was done in WrestleMania, I think he would have got over more.
Yeah, why couldn't they have saved it for WrestleMania? Like, okay, I get it. It's Las Vegas. Everyone in Las Vegas don't even like their football team in the Las Vegas Raiders. But you put that on night 1 or night 2 of WrestleMania. There's your thing. You put it on the Elimination Chamber in Chicago in a dead crowd. Besides Rhea, Punk, and AJ Lee, Triple H, you fucked up.
I gotta ask you this then, Justin. Do you think there's a majority of online fans and casual fans, their expectations are too high when it comes to WWE and what happens? Like a Jericho return, like Danhausen last night, their expectations was just too much and too high, and should have blame of that should go to Dirt Sheets also.
Well, yeah, we even got Steven in the comments asking like, when is John Moxley return? He's not returning. He's not. He's not leaving. He's not leaving AEW to reunite with the Shield. No.
These someone.
But yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Is Steve? Same question to you. Exactly.
Yeah. My silence speaks volumes.
One thing I do is I learned this now for being a wrestling fan for over 30 years is not to expect anything, just go with the flow, because if you expect high expectations, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be like that Chicago crowd last night who were just full of fucking hate and just dullness. So if you just not say it, like if you don't like a show, you could say you don't like the show, but expectations of a wrestling show now is you just go with the flow and just enjoy it, because one day it ain't gonna be fucking there, and then all the fucking wrestling will be gone, and then we'll just have to deal with fucking watching shit sports like fucking New England Patriots and shit.
Yeah, fuck you, Matty.
All right, I do want to do this. Danhausen even got a freaking Triple H fucking picture. So by God, he's there for the long run. Let's get into the main event as we're fucking 44 minutes in. Steve, how good was the build up to this match, and how much are you surprised with the ending, really?
I thought the build up was really good. I liked them. I definitely agree with Brittany there.
Yeah, I do too.
I liked that WWE took Jey Uso out of the match. Yeah. Jey Uso has been shoved down our throats. Putting Logan Paul in there was definitely the right choice. He's a spot monkey. He's built for matches like this. And
That's a great name. Sorry.
and Ian knows my feelings on spot monkeys.
I'm one of them.
You know, the build up to this match was good. You know, getting people like Javon Evans in there. That was a great call to have Javon in there. I really I really thought this was going to be Cody Rhodes winning, but it also wouldn't have surprised me if it was LA Knight winning. You know, I was talking to a guy at work the other day, and he asked me what my thoughts were on Elimination Chamber. And I said, well, I think it's going to be Cody Rhodes. And he goes, yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. And I said, but you know what? LA Knight, if they don't do something with him soon, they've squandered him. They've wasted a good talent.
Yeah.
However, them giving it to Randy, it makes sense to me. It makes a lot of sense. Randy is one of the greatest of all time. Period. End of discussion on that. Letting him go for another title at another WrestleMania, which, you know, he doesn't have many WrestleManias left. Maybe 2 or 3. Let him win the title. Let him get, what, number 15?
Yeah. 15, yeah, because he's at 14 right now.
Yep. Get him a little closer to Cena. Because, you know, really they, for the past almost 20 years, they were pretty much QB 1 and 2.
I agree. And plus it'll be John Cena, then Ric Flair, then it'll be Orton, and then it'll be Triple H.
Yep.
That's a top 4 of wow, in my opinion. That probably the top 4 best wrestlers. Justin, were you surprised on how awesome Javon Evans, sorry, but Mark Nash, he's been fucking awesome until then.
Oh,
God damn it.
Person that Craig was creepy guy, right?
Yes. Justin is the creepy guy. Gotta love it. Gotta love live TV. Cursed. Justin, do you think Javon Evans did a great performance?
Before I answer that, going off what Steve said, I agree with the Randy Orton decision for him to win. However, I do not agree with what Nick Aldis said at the end of the during the post show. I get that Drew McIntyre has costed Cody Rhodes, and I get that he's trying to keep Cody Rhodes from getting a shot at the WWE Championship. But if you want to keep the guy away from getting another shot at the WWE Championship, why did you go after him in the Elimination Chamber? Because you already know that once you did that, Nick Aldis was going to come out there and be like, okay, Friday night, SmackDown, you and Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. Winner goes on to WrestleMania to face Randy Orton. Drew, you're literally just telling yourself you're going to lose on Friday.
Really?
That's exactly what I'm getting at, because everyone wants Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. That's what I'm getting at. Evans. I thought he did a fantastic job, and I'm glad he didn't win the Elimination Chamber in his debut, and I'm glad Trick Williams didn't win the Elimination Chamber in his debut, because they're still young and they still got lots of elimination chambers to go.
Mm-hmm.
I want Randy Orton to win this championship so badly because before last night, Randy Orton was on a losing streak of his own in pay-per-views. So I want Randy Orton to win this championship so badly. Whether that be in Drew or whether that be in Cody.
I agree. Also, it was announced after Elimination Chamber. It got really heated with Drew and Nick Aldis, and Nick Aldis has put Cody Rhodes get his title shot back against Drew McIntyre. I think that'd be a smash finish, and it'll end up being a fatal four-way at Jacob in that, and that's your WrestleMania. Steve, what was your take on the new blood, which is Javon Evans and Trick Williams in that match? Because at the moment, people are loving Tricky Willie at the moment.
I thought they both did absolutely fantastic. They both have a long future ahead of them. I'm wicked excited to see what they can do.
So with Orton winning, Steve, do you find that finish really good, or do you find what's going to happen on SmackDown could be defied by Orton's win last night?
That whole ending was a big clusterfuck. I mean, there was so much going on with Masked Man 1 coming out and Seth Rollins coming out, Drew McIntyre coming out, Randy hitting Drew with the RKO. No.
Yep, you're right.
No.
Claymore.
Yeah, did he?
Yeah, he hit Drew with the RKO.
Yeah, he hit Drew with the RKO, then he turned around and hit Cody with an RKO.
Yes.
I thought it was a lot in such a small amount of time. But I think they did it right though. And there's there's a lot of ways that ending could have gone with so much going on at once. But I think they did a really, really good job of it. Orton getting the win, I think was right. It's gonna be interesting Friday night to see if Cody walks out with the title. I don't want him to, because I think Cody versus Orton needs more of a build. They've had this kind of friendly rivalry for years. But I think in order to have a really good Mania match, they need to build the heat between them. They've kind of been really soft on the rivalry.
I agree with that.
I think they need, like Brittany was saying, for Orton to go to that dark place. And it doesn't necessarily need to be against Drew, like she was alluding to. I think he needs to tap back into the Apex Predator, the Legend Killer.
2009.
2009. Let him get back to that Randy. We want that Orton back.
Absolutely.
Give me what I want.
We don't want him back. That being Batista. God. Let's end this elimination. We ain't gonna go in through AEW and TNA because we're all 54 minutes in. Just talk about one pay-per-view because how much fucked up it was. Let's quickly go into this last question for both of you. I'll start with you, Justin. What's your take on the fake masked man last night and Seth Rollins being unmasking himself and costing Logan Paul the title, the championship opportunity?
So to begin with, I know Seth Rollins has been on ESPN multiple times saying like, "Oh, I'm not going to return. I'm not even 100%, fitted to return to WWE." And then we get two fake masked men who are students, and I know Brittany mentioned this about saying like someone else prior to the chamber because the curb stomp came when it messed it up. Brittany, you're right. Those two fake mask men were students of Seth Rollins, from what I heard. And
Yep.
I saw on Facebook today, WWE was gonna wait until Seth Rollins was 100% fitted to be the Max Man. And lo and behold, last night he was there to cost Logan Paul the Elimination Chamber yet again, I may add, because Seth Rollins costed him last year in the Elimination Chamber as well.
Yep.
So I like Seth Rollins being the Max Man. I just don't like the match that they might have at WrestleMania between him and Logan Paul. I think this should just be Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker when he's 100% healthy.
I agree. Steve, your take on Seth Rollins last night?
Kayfabe is strong with Seth Rollins. We never know if he's injured or how injured he is. I love how old school he is in that aspect. I'm personally looking forward to him versus Logan.
Yeah.
I think they'll be able to put on a great match. Yes, I will agree with Justin. I would rather see him versus Breaker. But I'm really excited to see what him and Logan do against each other.
Breaker is fighting against the clock to be fit and healthy for WrestleMania, which has been rumored on Fightful and that. So that does happen. That'll be interesting. But Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania Part 2, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, also, I'm not mad at that at all.
Also, like Brittany said, give Heyman the Oscar.
Yeah, so Brittany's put on Rollins being the original masked man. I think it was played by someone else prior to the chamber because our cursed up king don't mess it up. Give Heyman an Oscar for his wild reactions. It's always my favorite. It is my favorite and all. The guy
now even going all the way back to when Lesnar broke the streak. Yeah, just amazing.
Now, if anybody remembers the Royal Rumble vlog, during when they take the cart Heyman kept on telling Breaker was like, "That's Seth Rollins. That's Seth Rollins," and Breaker was like, "How is he here? He just had shoulder surgery a month ago." And then all of a sudden last night, well, Seth Rollins is here, and Heyman was like, so yeah, if anybody wants to know what Adam Pearce has to say about this Seth Rollins situation, make sure to tune into Monday Night Raw tomorrow night live from Indianapolis, only on Netflix.
Not a plug. You plug in Disney Plus and you plug in fucking Netflix now. All right, let's get on to quickly NWL now, and then I could go to bed. Here's MWL now.
MWL now!
Man, I create some good shit. I really do. All right, let's get into this now. As a former participant and GM, I will go with my favorite GM. So let's go with Serge. The last real general manager. The last real general manager of NWL now. Steve, what has happened in Serge? I know the results are not out yet, but by God, what's going on your end?
Oh, well, we are going into the second round of the MWL Grand Championship #1 Contenders Tournament, except for one match, which is the first round. Actually, you know what? I think we might take a break from that second round this week. Just focus on the first round, and we'll do something interesting with the people going into the second round.
Interesting.
Huh. Well, we'll see. Stay tuned. Coming off of a hell of an event in Boston, which Justin, you'll see the results soon.
I was telling Matty that the last time me and Sean competed in Boston was for the Shockwave World Championship, and now I'm competing again, and now I compete against him, and I was like, gee, I wonder who gave Steve that idea, Matty.
No, Matty had nothing to do with that. I book my own shit, Justin.
I know, I'm kidding.
And now you made me lose my train of thought.
Sorry.
So we did have some championships change hands this week.
Ooh.
Which ones changed hands, I will not say until results are posted. But let's just say I was pleasantly surprised with a couple of them.
Wow. That's going to be so fun to find out who's the new champions of Surge. Justin, what is going on in Mayhem and what damage are you causing?
I'm not causing any damage that we have to clean up your shit, Matty. So just know that.
By the way, when I left my shit there, by God, it was like Jurassic Park pile of dog shit there. And by God, it was fun. Go on, what's yours?
You would say it was fun. We just had Terror at the Tower, and I'm not afraid to get. I can give away my results because my results are posted. I'm not gonna push Steve into it, but I will reveal my results. By the way, Steve, Matty had no idea that I was talking about Nadia when I mentioned that Nads won the women's championship.
It's been a while since I've done anything MWL.
Yeah. Yes, Ian, yours, and I'm doing a great job of taking over yours. So thank you very much for that.
Oh, you don't want to say that.
Oh, no. However,
I'm kidding, Ian. I'm kidding. Don't kill me.
However, there is a Mayhem, Surge, and Shockwave T-shirt available now on Wrestling Pedigree's Shopify. Sure.
So, championship matches that we had this week had 2 of the 5 champions change hands. We had Nads retain her women's championship. Yes, I got rid of Tim for you after Matty traded me Tim. You happy? Anyways, no, go read the results this week, Ian. Go read the results this week. I did great. You know what? Fuck off. We also had Fred Flex win the. You're almost making me lose my place, Ian. Are you happy? We had Fred Flex defeat Padre for the Chaos Championship, and unfortunately, since due to tiebreakers, the MWL World Championship cannot change hands. So that's your problem. In 4 weeks at Petco Park, we are gonna have Casey James and David Pell one last time, and then the week off, and then after that, whoever wins the championship will face Full Metal Mike in Los Angeles for the World Championship. And Ian, I know, Ian, I just want to let you know before we end this, you did do a great job as Mayhem GM before real life shit got in the way. So I will commend you on that. And Matty did a great job as Shockwave until he had to step down. So, you happy?
It's like there's only one. Well, fuck off, Dave. I saw it. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that MWL are still looking for people to join them just for the end of the season and for next season and season 8.
We had Tiffany tried to join, but I declined it because of what she did when she was in MWL. She joined. She said that she left AFW and then she quit.
politics. In that case, just what Ian said. Well, thank you. NWL are always looking for people. I'm massive advocate for it because if you're looking for something to do in your spare time and have a laugh, it helps your mentality. Literally just have fun, create a character, piss off your GMs, predict, do the promos, especially if you're on stage where you just end up in space. It's literally that fun.
Hey, I didn't go in space this year, although we did just come back from the top of Mount Olympus.
However, when I was a GM,
by the way,
and looking at the budget, you were going to space in the ISS.
I was.
Everyone has fun.
I was also going to Narnia and Middle Earth.
Oh, well, Oslo would be happy, wouldn't it? It's a great community, as you can tell by the shit that we give each other. All great fun. It'll be 3 general managers probably next season, so it's worth to apply. The link is always in the bottom in the description, and for that, the temporary host of RoundTable is done. Justin, where can people find you and give you shit?
Well, being a punching bag here, I can tell you that.
Such a good. See, Danhausen comes back for 24 hours, and Steve's done curses. I've done curses. Ian's done curses. All we need now is shows. Damn you, Justin. Justin, where can people find you? Promote Forever Boss of Sport.
Yeah, I'm Steve and Sean's and Jeff's punching bag here in MWL.
Of course.
I'm Matty's punching bag over on Forever Boston Sports. Our bases loaded.
That's your fault. You're right.
Kinda, yeah. Also, he did some plugging. I'm gonna do some plugging. We got 3 Forever Boston Sports T-shirts on the Wrestling Pedigree Shopify, including the new logo with the bases loaded on the back. So yeah, fuck you. Nope, that's it.
Thank you so much, Justin. Steve, where can people find you, which you probably have done just about an hour or so ago for Wrestling Pedigree?
Yeah, let's see if I can recite it word for word. You can find me on Facebook under my government name, Steve Akins. You can find me on Instagram under So Many Tragedies. Find me on X under Pedigree_Steve. You can find me every week on the Wrestling Pedigree. Find me on occasion here on the Wrestling Roundtable. Find me in MWL. If you want to join, send me a message. Send Justin a message. Send Jeff Chadwick a message. You can send Matty a message. You can send Sean Bally a message. Any of us will get you in. It's a lot of fun, like we've already said. We have a great community. Build your character. If you don't feel like writing stories, I'll write them for you. Justin will copy and paste whatever happens.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was season 6. Oh, Justin, copy and paste.
We have a lot of fun. Come and enjoy it with us. And Justin is a bitch. That's all there is to it.
Hey, yes. So in my defense, yes, I don't do stories, but I'm getting there.
You're getting better, dude. You're getting better. We love you for that. You're getting better than you were last season, so it's all about improvement. You can find Wrestling Pedigree, ladies and gentlemen, on Facebook. You can find Wrestling Pedigree on TikTok. You can find Wrestling Pedigree 92 on Instagram and YouTube. And you can find Wrestling Pedigree's new home on X on Pedigree Russ. So from next week, hopefully Jeff will be back from being under the weather, and it'll be myself, Justin, Jeff, and our Detroit loving Jovan be back next week. So
Oh, by the way, before Matty finishes up, next week is a 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time start, because next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Forever Boston Sports, we are doing a day early of the 8-year anniversary of Forever Boston Sports, mainly because the 8-year birthday of the group happens to fall on Monday Night Raw, March 9th, so we would not do that.
exactly, wrestling becomes first. Yep. So from that, we'll be back 6 o'clock Eastern, or if I feel like I might just go overtime on for our Boston Sports, because it's on my fucking brand.
You would.
Because it's on me and Steve's brand, so we can fucking do what we want. We will be 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Eastern on Wrestling Pedigree, or with Wrestling Roundtable, and then Forever Boston Sports will be on 7 p.m. Eastern or just after. All right. So from myself, Justin, and Steve, enjoy professional wrestling.
And don't be a dick.
Good night, everybody.